five, six, five, six, seven, eight. Okay, ladies, let's huddle up in five, six, five, six, seven, eight. Oh, he is so fine, you blow my mind, hey me, hey me. Oh, he is so fine, you blow my mind, hey me. We're hot to go, hey me, we're hot to go. Oh, he is so fine, you blow my mind, hey me. We're hot to go.
Ah, 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 ah. Hi, thank you for the sub, Likey. Yippee! 20 months. That's crazy. That's almost 2 years. Sobbing, throwing up. My Shayla 7 TV. Real. I still get clowned on constantly for not having 7 TV. Shut up. Shut up. Set up. Shut up. Set up. What? What? I'm wheezing. Please, it's so good. I know. I need to. I keep forgetting. I've been changed. I understand it now. They're very fun. Hang on. I'll put it on my to-do list. Okay? I'll put it on my to-do list right now. 7 TV. Anyways, scrolling up. Hi, Diane. Hi, Diane. It's good to see you. It's always good to see you when you're able to drop by. I'm glad you're doing well. And how are Lecky? I'm getting adjusted in my chair. Sorry. I look like I'm having a seizure. Welcome, welcome in. It's been a week, and I realized that my previous stream on Saturday was also Boys Planet, but what can you do? I had to cancel the stream earlier in the week. We're just aiming for 2 this week. We're gonna aim for 2 this week, and then next week we'll see what happens. Next week we'll aim for 3. How about that? I hope you've all been well. I've been working. It was a busy week for sure. It's been a busy week. There's been a lot to do at work. A good amount of stuff going wrong. Plenty of stuff going well. I don't know if I'd say plenty of stuff. There's been stuff going well. Next week's my birthday. That's crazy. I'm old. It's very wild. Very crazy. Crazy. Yeah. What else is there? Yeah, no, nothing too crazy happened this week. Just a lot of working. Oh, what am I saying? Something crazy did happen this week. I don't know if any of you are VTuber fans. Oh, how could I forget? I legit forgot. I forgot for 2 seconds. I remember as I was setting up stream, I was like, oh, I need to talk about this because it's like I haven't streamed since it blew up. You want to know the craziest part? The craziest part to me was I think they legit approached like almost every like big indie. Like they approached so many people about trying to join because they were so cooked. So much happened. V Shoujo imploded within like 48 hours, I think. It went from no one having any major concerns about V Shoujo to V Shoujo being dead so quick. Which is because like a lot of the stuff has been building up behind the scenes for it sounds like about a year. It sounds like it's been kind of a shit show on the management level, like the very upper not just management. I think there were also a lot of staff who didn't necessarily understand what was going on either. But in terms of like the C-suite, I think the C-suite, the executive level, that's the word I was thinking of. The executive level people have known since the beginning that it's kind of been a mess, which I'll get back to that. Away from some of the towns leaving, but I didn't even think it being that bad internally. Yeah, I figured there was some stuff going on because a bunch of people were leaving, and not just talents, but I had noticed a lot of like VShojo staff leaving in quick succession. And I was like, okay, something's happening behind the scenes, clearly, but I did not imagine it was this bad. Okay. I will say, from the beginning, VShojo's business model never made that much sense to me. Because they don't, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe they take a cut of like streaming revenue. So like they weren't supposed to take a cut from like subs or donos, or if they did take a cut, it was like a lot smaller than the industry standard. Industry standard I think is like 50%. They take 50% of whatever the platform doesn't take, I think. But VShojo took either like nothing or like a lot less. And then supposedly they were making money from merch and like sponsorship deals, like through cuts of sponsorship deals. And that didn't quite make sense to me. Even then, I don't notice merch that much. Yeah. Like VShojo moves merch, I'm sure, but I didn't know that it was enough considering how many crazy events they were putting out and like the number of new talents who were having like new outfits and stuff. The JP branch, and I was like, that's interesting. VShojo kind of sums up a lot of the worst parts of VTuber companies, you know? I kind of want to put out a whole YouTube video. Like, I want to make a video essay on the Western VTuber Corpo and why I think they're gonna keep existing, I think, but I don't. The thing that bothered me the most was a video I watched of one of the talents saying, "Oh, my staff would just leak shit at cons before it was to be announced." Like, who was that? I haven't watched the videos from all of the talents. I've mostly read summaries. The video I have watched, I've only watched the video from Tori Oriane, who was one of the girls who passed the auditions. That was also brutal, like, just to think about, because like the others were successful in their own right? Like the talents that have been with VShojo, they're successful in their own right, but there were people who, like, VShojo was supposed to be their big break, right? And they put so much time and energy and hope into it, and it just didn't work out. It's like, oh my god, they recruited so many talented people too. There was like 2 different generations going on. There was the Monster Girls, I think that's how they've been referring to each other, and then there was the idol group that Mint was supposed to be. Hi, Junie Bukiri, I miss you and love you. Mwah. Hi, Sami Boo. Mwah. I miss you too. We need to hang out sometime. Have fun with Boys to Planet. I am not going to. I'm going to be crashing out, but it's okay. It's all for entertainment. Right now, we're yapping about VShojo. Because I'm a big VTuber Corpo nerd. So it's just... Okay, let's hang. I'm very free every day after Monday. Okay. Yeah, we'll just pick maybe let me look at my work schedule and we'll figure something out. So I'm not doing a day where I'm like super busy and I'll get home late. I'll let you know. We can watch a movie or something. You can pick, because I think I picked last time. The VShojo situation. It sucks because like a lot of the people who got recruited by VShojo were like, they're also ex-corpo, right? Oh yeah, the downfall of that terrible ass company, that Gunrun guy is an effing loser. Freaking, yeah, it's crazy. It's just, the business model was just set up to, it was a very, okay, So the issue is that they were going for like this very tech bro venture capital approach, right? They got all this investor money, and the thing is though is that kind of growth isn't healthy for a company long term, like really long term. Like think of all like the big tech unicorns and stuff, like Uber and stuff. Uber's great at first, and then maybe not for, I don't think it was ever great for the drivers, but it's just, as the whole point is you do things nicer in the beginning and you grab up market share, and then it just gets worse for everyone involved except for the executives who sell or like get a lot of capital, and then they make a lot of money, and then the company freaking explodes and they don't care because they already made a lot of money, you know? But that kind of model, it's with a company like VShojo, with a talent focused company, the talent is the product, right? The talent is the product and the brand. It's gonna end up exploiting people, and that's gonna end up, the explosion is gonna be so much more spectacular when it happens. Like I don't know, these talent agents, it's like talent agencies and stuff, like these entertainment companies, maybe it's because I've been a long time K-pop fan, but these companies are just it's hard to make money without being exploitative, right? And I guess the thing is that Americans aren't as willing to put up, this is very much a generalization, but generally in the West, Americans are not as willing to put up with a shitty contract in order to get where they want to go, you know? In K-pop, how it is that your initial contract sucks ass. But if you are successful, like BTS or Twice or Blackpink, if you're successful and you make it to the end of your contract, you have so much power in the contract negotiations that you're able to make it work for you. But the first 5 to 7 years suck, relatively. Even if you're doing hella brand deals, hella performances, you're making hella sales, the corporation's gonna take a lot of that money until you're able to negotiate a better deal for yourself, yeah? After you prove yourself that you can still be profitable even if they don't take like 90% of your money. That's how it works in K-pop. And I'm not saying that everyone in K-pop puts up with it, because sometimes the contract is so shit that they break it. Like in the case of like Luna or something. But in the West, people are way less likely to put up with it. Oh my god. Which is why I just don't think, like, if a VTuber corporation, if a VTuber agency, for VTuber agencies to work in the West, they really need to rethink the structure. They can't just do it the way the Japanese corpos do it, right? Because they can't offer you what, because people put up with Hololive and Nijisanji contracts, never seen the contracts, can't tell you how good or bad they are, but people put up with those contracts and those restrictions because Hololive and Nijisanji have a lot of resources. They have a strong brand name, and they have talent, and then the incoming people are probably fans of the talents. If you're a small company, if you're a small startup, you don't have any of that, right? You don't have any of that. You don't have the brand name. You don't have the resources. You don't have older talents that your incoming people look up to. Like, all you can offer them is like a hope and dream, a model. That's usually all they have to offer. And that just, I don't know, it just leads to, and for some people that's enough, but for most people I feel like they're gonna start seeing they're not making any money, and they're gonna want to get out. Like, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people wanna do this for a living. They take it very seriously. And if a lot of these people running these companies have no idea what they're doing, and so they're just like they're just messing with people. I don't know. I've seen so many Western, like so many EN corpos have gone under in the past year or two. It's like there's so many corpos have crashed and burned for various different reasons. So it's just, and the biggest reason is usually they're not making money. Sundaria's gone, Production Kawaii is gone, AN is gone, Pixel Link is gone. Let's go to the VTuber wiki and go to corpos. This isn't all the corpos, but it's a good number of them. Screen share. Let's see if we can. Let's go to VShoujo right at the. It just sucks seeing it repeat over and over. LOL. Yeah, it does. Defunct agencies. It does feel. I don't know. There's a lot more distrust now, and the VShoujo situation is gonna make it even worse. But there's always going to be people wanting to make VTuber companies. There's always going to be weird dudes with questionable amounts of money who want to make waifu factories. And there's always going to be desperate girls who think that this is their only shot at becoming a VTuber. So, you know. VShoujo, dead. Prism Project, ran out of money. Yeah, Prism Project, V Reverie, Sundaria. Sundaria was like the first English language corpo, I think, that really got established. I think even pre-Hollow EN. Production Kawaii, Kawa Entertainment, they closed their talent management branch. Pixel Link is slightly different. Pixel Link was doing okay. They were relatively stable, I think. However, the CEO, I believe, had health issues. And so... yeah. AN Project. Yep. Akio Air. Dumpster Fire. Amberglow never made money. Bond EN still active, but only reality. Let's see. Who else in Heaven Rend? Never that profitable. Never really got off the ground. Cometa Disaster. Nexus Disaster. Nexus was also an interesting one. Oshi Link. They shut down very quickly. They started in... I want to say their first gen debuted in 2024, and then they closed operations in 2025. Yeah, they just never got off the ground. Which is a very... Prism Project, they were around for a very long time as well. Project F, Project Kawaii, Project Versus, also not around for very long. It's happening faster and faster. Tomo Pulse is an older one. I haven't heard that name in forever. Sundaria. V Reverie VC never officially launched, I don't think. That was also a disaster. Yume Plus disaster. Zenith VE also was like very small. But yeah, no. Crazy. I think one of the first big corpo implosions to happen was like Akio Air, and then all the other small corpos started going down. It's crazy. There's still corpos, and there's still potential in the space, but yeah, I don't know. A lot of trust is gone, especially it's been going for a while from like the small corpo scene, just with the number of people fleeing from the small corpo scene. And now with Vshoujo. Vshoujo was absolutely constantly trying to be one of the good ones. Especially after Nijisanji imploded. But yeah, it's just what's left. There's the big one. Now the big three is probably going to be Hololive, Nijisanji, and Brave. If I was Brave Group, I would be injecting. Brave Group is another case where they have a lot of investor capital, and I'm very interested for how that could go in the future. They are Brave, in my opinion, is a little bloated. They have a lot of side things. They have a lot of talents. They have a lot of branches in a lot of different countries. And I don't know their numbers, but I would sincerely doubt that any of their ventures outside of Japan are super profitable. Just being honest. But maybe that's all they need. So, who knows? I feel like this VShoujo situation definitely marks a turning point for VTuber agencies and for Western VTubing in general. So we'll see what happens. I think we're going to see a lot of people going corpo bad all the time. A lot of people will be more likely to be like openly distrustful of corporations, which, you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay. Speaking of corporations, speaking of untrustworthy corporations, here's Mnet. God. There's been more talk on Twitter. People are very all or nothing with corpos and agencies. I agree. They also seem to think that, like, I don't know, people are like this with like Nijisanji and Hololive as well. They're just like, either Nijisanji is like complete garbage or it's perfect. Like, I feel like, or like Hololive is garbage or it's perfect. When that's really not true at all. And it's just kind of silly. I don't know. I got my love of VTubing like was through the indie scene, but also through people like Shoto Bao, the what are they called? Hanamori, right? That's the, oh my god, I'm blanking. The whole Hanamori squad back in the day. But I really love corpos, especially small corpos. I would go to conventions to see like Production Kawaii's booth at conventions and Phase Connect, and I like always try to keep up with new debuts and like share them of like all the Ian Corpos. It was very exciting. There was a very exciting time for the Ian Corpo, small corpo scene. There was a time where it was very exciting. And then it kind of exploded and kind of showed how much of a facade that was, where it was just like all these companies putting on a good face, but they weren't making money and they were mistreating their talents. And it was like, great. Okay. Anyways, back to Boys 2 Planet. Yeah, it's rigged as hell and everyone's mad and it's very valid. A lot of talented people got eliminated who shouldn't have been. I think once we get finished watching all the audition portions of the episodes, or maybe we'll wait till the end. I don't know. They posted, I think apparently they post. Was that thunder? Is it supposed to thunderstorm? Hello? Oh, severe thunderstorm watch. So if the power goes out, that sucks. Yeah, they did post the audition cams. So go through and watch them at some point. Maybe, I don't know, when we have time, if we catch up, or like at the end, we'll do a ranking. You know how it is. If the show, I'm so worried. Like the group is gonna do okay, but they're definitely not gonna do as well as Zero Base One, I don't think. There's just too much controversy. Especially it'll depend on the lineup. Thunder. Yeah, if the power goes out, I die. Thank you forever. Yeah, this show is rigged as hell, man. Let's I'm so scared. Apparently they like just never aired some auditions that were very good. It's just so frustrating. Are they separate? Are they segregate? They segregated out the experienced trainees so they eat separately from everyone else. Ooh, thunder. That's the manifestation of my mental state right now. What do you mean? Okay. Yeah. Cuz I saw people talking about this on Twitter and I was like, that seems and people were like, "Oh, he was just joking." And I was like, "Was he?" No, it does seem like he's joking, but it's not a good joke to make at that time. When you're being yelled at, for being bad at singing. Oh no. Yeah, that's just oh, even if he was trying to joke, that comes off very disrespectful. So I cannot give it to him here. A lot of people are like, "Oh, the judges took it too seriously. He was just joking." I'm like, "That's not the no, you shouldn't do that." I feel really bad for him, yeah. Because like he did make that joke. I don't know. The show's judging is so nonsensical. This edit feels a little mean-spirited, if you know what I mean. Like yeah, I don't know, cuz this kind of image can like stick with him even after the show, right? Even if he leaves the show. Of like eliminating some people right away, right? Cuz that also puts a lot of pressure on the judges. Just put them in F. And if they can fight their way out of F, good for them, you know? Like that storyline is always so good. Like in Produce 48, Nako went from F to A and ended up debuting. And then in Produce 101 season 1, Tae went from D to A and ended up becoming the center of the Signal song, right? Like that kind of storyline is so good. And I guess you could do something like that with like 1 star to 3 to all star, but it's just I don't know. I don't like this. It puts a big burden on the judging as well, where like you have to straight up eliminate these kids. It's a testament to their work ethic and skill. Yeah. If they're able to put in the work and like to be fair, a lot of them are at a point where cramming for a week isn't going to get them to A level, you know? Right? Like it doesn't happen often, but it's so easy to misjudge someone right off. It's like this is a first impression, right? And allegedly it's a song that they didn't choose and that they didn't really have a lot of time to prepare. It just doesn't feel fair, you know? Oops, not that. That's a unraveled video that I was watching earlier. Teehee. Pak Doody. He has his self-introduction. He has his signal song. He has this thing. This is another pre-release thing. Another pre-release thing. Yeah, these are all pre-release stuff. So they really did get. They really did get they really did eliminate. Yeah, they made him. They make him do the signal song anyway. I hurts my heart. Bring them home. This feels worse. Like I don't know. It doesn't feel as bad when they're just giving them F stars, or like they're giving them F rank, and letting them like I don't know. This feels shitty. This feels so shitty. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like it. The reason trainee A fell apart allegedly is they posted a video of Leo with a self-written rap that was questionable. You can look it up. It's kind of violent, and like a lot of people did not perceive it well. It was very much like, you know, like violence against women. So the female fans were not fans of that. So Leo, I think because of that huge controversy, Leo got kind of pushed out of trainee A. And trainee A, I think they tried to keep going, but trainee A was kind of like built around Leo, and so it just kind of fell apart. I mean, I don't know. That question feels like I don't know, because like when you're being choreographed by a captain or like or something, like if the signal song choreography, like they're not gonna change it just because Yumeki said so, even if he's a famous choreographer. Like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I think he's gonna end up debuting in the final group just because he has such a hardcore fan base. But I don't think he's a good fit for it so far already. Last place is Park Jun-sung. Any Kim Hyun-bin. I think he was a 1-star. He was that one group where one of them did flips and then they like had no response. The Kim Dong-yeons being right next to each other is funny. Anyone else? Dion, the guy, one of the guys from Wake One. Yang Hee-chan, that's from DKB. Surprise. No Hee-jun, that's from MCND. Renshaw, Moon-won-jun, Chris, Andrew, Nine, Kinshiro Show, Arctic, that's IST. Han Harry Jun, DKB, okay. Fire. Minjae, MCND, Lee Dong-won, very, very lowest member, very, very. That's Park Dong-kyu is IST, Kim Si-hwan, IST, I forget, Kang Woo-jin, individual, Wake One, Kim Dan-yeon, Bang Jun-hyuk, that's MCND as well. Kaeyeon, Tatsuki, Kim Dong-yoon drippin', Lee-hyuk drippin'. That pisses me off, but that's for a reason. I get Sewon, Yumeki. It's fine. Probably a spoiler, but I think I heard that these two got eliminated and their audition wasn't even aired. Their audition didn't even get aired and they got eliminated. And they placed 14th and 11th. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Junseok, Lee, Kim Ganu, Masato, Leo, Kevin, Sang Sang-yeon. Like people on people on Twitter have straight up been like, oh, I was looking through the auditions and I saw this one and it was really good. Why didn't they air this? Which is really sucks because I don't remember about. Were Dongyun and Hyup both on Produce X101? I genuinely don't remember. Drippin' members were on Produce X101. It's just brutal. It's a painfully rigged season, unfortunately. Yeah, they were both on it. They were both on Produce X101. I don't know. The sheer number of like already debuted idols on the show is doing bad things to my blood pressure. Anyways, hi Frankfurt22, welcome in. I don't know how long you were here to see me crashing out over Voice 2 Planet. I'm not a fan so far. I'm crashing out. I don't like that they're eliminating people, okay? That's my conclusion from episode 1. Okay, I don't like that they're eliminating people. That bothers me a lot. They're eliminating people and then forcing them to do the signal song. Anyway. They're forcing them to do the signal song and like they want the impact of having 160 trainees doing the signal song, but they don't want to have to deal with 160 trainees. So they just got rid of a bunch of them, but made them do the signal song anyway. Which is just I don't know. It really bothers me. It bothers me a lot. Did they do that in Boys Planet 1? I will admit, I don't remember much of Boys Planet 1. I watched Ungi. I watched it for Ungi. I would watch Ungi's bits of it, and I would vote for Ungi. And then when Ungi got eliminated, I stopped watching. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I didn't really watch the whole show. I was watching Ungi Planet. I was not watching Boys Planet. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of here to watch the train wreck. I kind of hope my faves don't make it into the final group because this feels like a disaster. Pain. I also saw on Twitter that the Chinese trainees, who, mind you, originally joined the show, it was supposed to be 2 separate shows. The Chinese trainees were never meant to merge with the Korean trainees. The Chinese trainees who were anticipating joining a Chinese show to be in a Chinese group are being yelled at for not knowing Korean, and I'm gonna maul because what the fuck are you talking about? It's so mean-spirited is the best way to describe this. This season feels so mean-spirited. What the fuck? Yeah, it's fucked up. I'm so frustrated. Why would they think they were speaking Korean? I don't know. Like these aren't even like trainees who like came to Korea to try to become K-pop idols. These were trainees who wanted to be C-pop idols, but they got dragged into a K-pop show. Taking psychic damage. Like this season just feels so mean in like so many different ways, and it's just like it's not very fun. If I weren't doing this for content, I don't think I would keep watching. Maybe there is kind of the appeal of watching a train wreck, but like it I don't know, it makes me feel bad. I'd skim the episodes for like Very Very and DKB's parts of it, maybe, because I do love Very Very and DKB very much. And I will always be there for more Very Very DKB content. But this just it feels bad when there are so many kids getting steamrolled for views. Yeah. Like, I don't know, it's so like, they're just bullying these kids on camera. They're being mean to them. They're kicking them off the show, and then they're forcing them to come back and film a signal song. That is the worst part to me. Like, I don't know. I hope they all get to debut in groups far away from this show and just have a good time. And I will be there. I think this season has different producers. Maybe that's why it's a mess. That would explain a lot. I feel like they're not, I don't know. From what I can tell, I think Korean fans are enjoying it. I actually don't know what the Korean fan reaction is. I haven't heard of anything too negative, so I'm sure they're enjoying it just fine. Korean fans will support their faves no matter what. They will put up with so much BS, but international fans are really not having it this season. A lot of people are not watching this show, I don't think, and a lot of people are pretty mad at how the show is going. The show has different producers. That's interesting. Let me look it up. Let me see if I can. Boys to Planet. I kind of, the first warning sign was probably that they announced that it was going to be separated to Planet K and Planet C, which felt retaliatory for Jang Hao getting center in Boys Planet 1, right? And then very last minute, they decided to merge the seasons. That was probably the first big red flag. Like, having two separate shows was like a small red flag. It was like, okay, whatever. But merging them so last minute, like, when did the show premiered? On July 17th. And when did they decide to change the format? May 23rd. Like, a month and a half before the premiere. So filming had started, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how far ahead of they filmed, but like so much planning has already gone in. Casting had been done by then, right? It's just so upsetting. Let's see. Kim Shin-young is the chief producer. Who is the chief producer of Boys Planet? It doesn't say. Interesting. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not low-key, yeah. My conclusion is felt mean. And I hope my faves don't end up in the debut group. I think Kangmin at least is like Kangmin at the very least is definitely gonna debut, so I have to follow the group is gonna be fine. Even if the show's a train wreck, the group is gonna be fine, probably. Unless they actually do something really stupid, like actually rig numbers again. I don't think they're gonna rig numbers again. I think they've learned from that mistake. What they're gonna do is what they're doing now, which is editing. And through editing and judging and like messing around with like the ranking criteria. It's like, I don't know, what even was the blind vote for? Yeah, this early elimination is great for them because they can just get rid of people. It doesn't matter how high they rank. The boys from Drippin' ranked so high in the first stage of voting, and the judges can just get rid of them. The judges can just get rid of them because the producers don't want them there, even though their audition was good. It's so frustrating. Yeah, I don't know. What was it? There was a conspiracy theory that someone did where it was like the blind votes were. Hang on, my tracking is gonna go away for 2 seconds while I look for something on my phone. Teehee. The only purpose of the blind vote was to determine who was going to be a threat to Mnet's perfect lineup, which is why they did it right before the final reevaluation decision and eliminated Hyuk, who ranked number 7 but wasn't Mnet's main vocal pick. It was someone's conspiracy theory. And I mean, they used the blind to pick to figure out who people liked so they could get rid of people they didn't want to rank high. I mean, because apparently the dates don't line up. I don't know. People know these things and I don't know how, but it's very frustrating. It's just, I don't know. I feel like to most people I'd say the season isn't really worth watching for now. Maybe if there's good, maybe come back when there's good performances, but the auditions are never anything too crazy, you know? Yeah. We're not gonna get iconic moments like Chungha's audition, or like who else had really good auditions? Produce 101 season 1, Jellyfish had a good audition. Cube had a good audition. Produce 101 season 2, Ong Sang-woo's audition was really good, but again, I'm biased. Notaeyeon and Ha Sang-woon, of course. That's the one that got posted a few times on Twitter, I think. And Produce 48. But yeah, auditions are usually pretty rough. I don't know. Everyone keeps saying, oh, the auditions are the worst this season. I don't necessarily think that. I think the judging is really whack. The judging is whack. Very much not a fan of eliminating people. I don't know. You casted people and like had them dedicate so much time and effort, and then you're just throwing them away. I'm not a fan. Chungha, my beloved. It sucks. It sucks. I won't shut up about it because it really upsets me. I don't like eliminating people this way because it goes against the point of the show. You know? The point of the format, because this is just Produce 101 in a new outfit, and we all know it. The point of the format is that the group is chosen by the public, presumably, but they aren't even, they're barely even pretending. And I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. So, I don't know. I feel like me doing this to myself is not good for my psyche. Maybe we'll give it a few more episodes, and if it keep crashing out is fun, but if it keeps like making me sad, I might not keep watching. Maybe we'll watch stuff that gets put on YouTube, but I won't watch full episodes because kind of want just to comment on the editing and, you know, who are your faves, BTW? Probably I'm a long time fan of Very Very and DKB or Dakubi. I've seen them both live a bunch of times and I love them dearly, and I'm very mad they're on the show, but like glad that they're getting exposure as well, kind of, but also my faves are probably Yoo Kang-min, Jo Ge-eun, and Han Hye-jun. That's my top 3. I also like Wi-I's Junso, and in terms of the non-experienced idols, so far I liked Kang Woo-jin. I liked Tatsuki from Wake One. Who else? What was his name? Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Cherry Boo. I did like his voice. let's see. I'm scrolling down the list of trainees on the K-pop wiki right now because I can't remember a lot of the names. Shi Qingyi. He was good too. So those are. Oh, he is 15. Oh God. I wouldn't vote for him, but he did do a very good job. I don't wanna vote for anyone under 16. I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, I personally would not vote for someone under 16, I don't think. Just because, I mean, Yumiki might make it, and if Yumiki's 25, I think Kangmin is gonna make it. How old is Kangmin again? Kangmin is 22, okay. Oh, he's still kind of baby. I forget how young Kangmin debuted. Junso might make it, 24, 25, yeah, so 15 is just 10-year age difference is just a little too crazy in a group for me. I know that happened in God, what are they called? Eunice? Don't even get me started. The 12-year-old and the oldest is like what, 22? Crazy. Okay, that's enough out of me. Thanks for listening to me be ridiculous about K-pop, frankly. Tomorrow I'm out of town, so next stream will be Sunday. Sunday we're playing some Honkai Star Rail. It'll probably be a pretty short stream, I'm not gonna lie. And then we'll be back next week to watch more. I'll probably have to, because these episodes are so long and I yap a lot, so it's hard for me to watch them in one stream, especially if it's like a weeknight because I have work. So we'll see. You know. You know how it be. Okay. Here's the Discord for updates about when I decide to stream, or if you want to bother me, or if I post random K-pop songs or whatever. Let's scream, cry, and throw up about boys to play. Oh, Jesus Christ. I knocked over cans that were on my desk. I need to throw those out. Okay, let's see if any of my friends are alive. Raid browser. Man, what a downer of a first episode. Like, no hate to the trainees at all. I think they're all doing great. I love them dearly. But just, the judging has me crashing out. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, what are people up to? Big Sag. So let's raid into something cheerful. Fields of Mystria? Peak? Phasmophobia? Horror games? Just chatting. Fields of Mystria. Apex. Art. Minami Lane is cute. Uma Musume. I saw Aaron live earlier, but he might have ended, but he also streams for a long time sometimes. But no, I don't see him. Excuse me. Unfortunately, I do not see him. Still, thank you for stream. I've been anticipating. Yeah. I love K-pop. I do. I have such a love-hate relationship with survival shows. One of these days we need to watch a survival show I actually enjoy. Well, they all kind of damage me emotionally, you know? I love The Unit. The Unit is probably my favorite survival show, but also, like, the eliminations made me cry every time. Let's see. I'm so indecisive. Okay. We're gonna do Civil is playing Fields of Mystery. We love Civil Fortissimo. Start raid. And Fields of Mystery is very cute, so good vibes. Good vibes. We need to fix the vibes. No, the vibes are okay, but the survival is just Mnet. When I think Mnet can't get worse. I also don't like how the experienced idols were like separated out like that. Not a fan, personally. Mnet, when I get you. Mnet, when I get you. Truly, when I get you. Okay. Again, I hope to see you all again next time. You can watch episode 2, which is the C group. Spoiler alert, don't get emotionally attached to any of these kids, the C group kids. A lot of them get eliminated, I heard. So fucked up, actually. So get ready for 1 or 2 Chinese members of the final group. Mnet, when I get you. When I get Okay. Bye. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Even if it's just short, I'll definitely stream, okay? Bye. Mwah.